traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I remember the ocean moon, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I'm in a tropic club.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello, everyone. This is KID and the man bringing you all another live stream review. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Galaxy. Yeah, late stream, right at the 12 a.m. point. Exactly. I mean, I did kind of promote that this stream would be a 12 a.m. stream, right? I mean, come on, I have to like in a way keep my word to it. So yeah, this is another 12 a.m. stream, basically almost a Saturday morning. But yeah, it is what it is. We gotta, accommodate for the other types of international viewers as well. So without further ado, let's just remove this background itself, and so we can see who we are going to be taking a look at. This is the Morphed Ken, or basically the Ken from Street Fighter itself, and we are looking at him at his Soaring Falcon Ranger form. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to be taking a look at today. So Galaxy, how are you doing, man? I hear that what do you call it? So since next week is going to be Raya, happy early Hari Raya for you. I don't think I might not be streaming next week. Maybe I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see how's it going to go itself. But yeah, hope you have everything prepared for Raya. That is one of the important things itself. Hope you already bought your baju raya as well, because I remember having colleagues who they actually mentioned that raya, it's a bit hard to look for raya clothing when it's a bit too last minute. So I hope you already got that sorted out, so you don't have to do any kind of like last minute shopping or something like that. Plus, it also depends on where. Plus, it also depends on where you buy your items as well, or where you buy your clothing as well. Been busy a few times. Yeah. I feel you, man. Hello, LeBron Fett. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in as well. So good nonetheless. All right, that's good to hear then. So I guess that is we did have. Sorry about that. I think we have already gone through enough introductions for today's stream itself. So let's just open this particular figure up, or let's remove this figure from the packaging up and get started. So as I mentioned before, or as I said so last time itself, I got this particular figure from my dealer known as Gila Poster KL. So if you are interested, if anyone is interested, either they are from overseas, or if you are from overseas, or if you're locally in Malaysia, you can actually reach out to him. Just mention my name, and then he would basically understand that I brought you guys to him. So without further ado, I guess we all can get started. The table, or my particular floor review table, is a little bit too far. Let me just put it closer to me so that way I don't have to hurt my back. Yep. So that way I don't have to hurt my back just by pulling the figure a little bit closer. So yeah, this is the Morph Ken. This is the Morph Ken Lightning Collection figure. Most of the Lightning Collection, sorry about that. Most of the Street Fighter collabs itself, they originally are from the Legacy Wars series. However, Ken never actually had his own Ranger form, or Ken never had, or Ken never actually appeared in the Legacy Wars game. So this is why I'm thinking that Hasbro actually did, get some help with some designers and then figure out what kind of Ranger design they should actually give him. And this is what we basically got. More or less, it's not as impressive as the Falcon Ranger, because, I still have his box right over here. So the Falcon Ranger, the Crimson Hawk, sorry about that. The Crimson Hawk Ranger design itself is like a original design made by Enway, which is a Korean company, which is also, the original. No, wait, hang on. Enway is a Korean company, which is the creator of the game of, Power Rangers Legacy Wars. Yeah, that is the main origin of this. I'm pretty confident that the Enway employees, or someone from the designing team, actually made this particular design for the Crimson Hawk itself. So now that that is out of the way, let me just double check. I think there's something wrong with my other YouTube app itself, as I am, going through the chat a little bit too slow. Let's see, what else do we have? AJ Kuma, AJ. Yeah, hey AJ, what's up? How's it going? I'm actually from Malaysia, so Southeast Asia. we're almost considered quite nearby each other. No worries, you finally got the Blue Centurion review up. Nice, nice, nice. I'll remember to check that out later on after the stream then. It's been 2 months since you pre-ordered a Gunpla kit. Wait, on TikTok, you see people building the kit you ordered. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Which kit is this? Hello, hello, hi, Cosmic Fury. Ranger Blocks, welcome to the stream. Here you're wondering when you'll be getting mine. Damn, both kits look good at the box art. Indeed they do, indeed they do. You have your Dino Fury Green? Hey, I also have a Dino Fury Green Ranger figure itself. Okay, so I think my aerial build, nice, nice, nice. That's very good. I still have not watched Witch of the Mercury yet, so hopefully I would have, or hopefully I will find time to, watch the particular series. I kind of like the background. You can see the particular background, like NYPD. Is that NYPD? No, that's the MPO. I don't know what that stands for, but you can see how, everything else in the background has been slightly bit destroyed. There's a little bit of chaos, and we are just assuming that, this Soaring Falcon Ranger is here to the rescue. So as I was saying before, this particular Ranger design might be a original Hasbro Ranger design, just because we can kind of see how basic it is, because it's definitely reusing the Red Ranger helmet mold itself with just new design carvings on the particular face. So yeah, that isn't really that nice. I mean, I also picked up something extra today, which we'll be covering out next week or so, more or less. Hopefully we get to cover this particular figure next week, and you can see how this one is, they're trying to do their best to make it look very unique, but you can kind of see like maybe they're taking inspiration from the Green Ranger and Red Ranger. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Is a step in a good direction if you're going to create your own design of your particular figures itself. So yeah, that it just promotes creativity in a way. Hey, it works. Oh my god. It works. OMG. Welcome to the stream. Do I have a legacy collection, sorry, lightning collection Dino Fury? Yes, I do. I do have green, I do have red. Hang on, I don't have green. I only have red. Green has not appeared in Malaysia yet. So yeah, I am basically waiting for that wave to come into Malaysia as well. And once I do get that wave, maybe we can all just chill in our live stream review itself. So episode 1 for season 2 is out. Okay, all right, you're tempting me. SPA confirm. What's in SPA? 5 days to go. I don't know what you mean. Is there an Akuma Power Ranger? No, there is no Akuma Power Ranger, but there is a Akuma character that you can play on Legacy Wars. However, those Street Fighter characters are not available for purchase in the Asia region or certain parts of the Asia region. I believe that must have been some kind of a legality issue that Capcom has probably placed on Enway. So yeah, maybe, and that's why you don't see me having Street Fighter characters on my channel. Yeah, who is the hype train for once and all? Who is on the hype train for once and always? Honestly, with so many so many leaks or like so many promotional pictures itself, I just don't want to be on that hype train, because if I do, I might disappoint myself with regards to that particular anniversary reunion type of show. So yeah, these are the side of the box. You get a nice picture of Ken. I think this might be the image of Ken when he is from Street Fighter 5. I actually have not played Street Fighter. I tried to pirate it and it basically didn't work. So here is the back of the box. You do get to see a nice, Soaring Falcon Red Ranger over here. Let's see. Sorry about that. So you also get to see his particular accessories itself. This is the Red Ranger over here with a punching effect piece, kicking effect piece, and then you get to see the Soaring Falcon effect piece. And of course, it still comes with a stand, which everyone all loves. Everyone definitely loves stands. Am I right? Don't you just wish you had your own stand? Do a face review. I mean, if you do follow my Instagram at KIDMTheMan, you basically will be able to see my face. All right, so without further ado, I guess we all can open this up and then we all can begin as well. So just to let you all know, when I got this particular figure, I had the opportunity to open him up just to check whether or not if all of his accessories are included, so that way I don't have to make double trips to go back to my dealer shop that is in Ampang. Remember, my dealer is Gila Poster KL, and he is located in Ampang. So I already have opened up my particular figures. I've already checked. Everything is here. Everything is good. But without further ado, instead of just looking at the accessories first, let's look at the particular figure. Aren't you all glad to hear the news that we are going to be switching from these particular boxes back to our plastic packaging? Because I am. I am definitely excited about that. You know, I collect the boxes right now because I actually have space to keep them, but I guess sooner or later, if I don't have any more space, I'll probably just toss them out. So yeah, here we go. One, two, three. And there he is, the red Soaring Falcon Ranger. Or basically, we have Ken from Street Fighter as a Power Ranger itself. A little bit of an issue here, but let's just take a quick look at him first. All right. So as we all know, these are using the new type of technology or new type of molds itself. You do still have your regular drop-down hips. As for this particular figure's neck, it's in two different places, which we'll be taking a look at later on. Sadly, these figures, they don't come with a civilian hip. I really am trying to, like, in a way, find some kind of mini figure of Street Fighters and, use that as a civilian hit, but I can't seem to find them. Yeah, unlike Dragon Ball has these figures known as the WFC, and those WFC anime figures, they really do fit well if you were to replace them on, your Dragon Stars or maybe even the Figurized Standards Dragon Ball kits. So yeah, that is quite a pity. I mean, if you all know whether or not does Street Fighter have those kind of minifigures that has, like a little bit of an oversized head, that let me know so that way I can replace this guy to give him a civilian hit itself. Am I excited to see the Dino Fury team back? Yes, I guess so. I hope. mm, he has shoulder armor, but his arm is exposed, so kind of defeat the purpose. Yeah, I guess so, but it's mostly just to show off his awesome pecs. Are these pecs? No, it's just for him to show off his awesome guns. Yep, exactly. To show off his guns. PR fan stream on Monday. Yes, PR fan stream is on Monday. And, I'll probably check that out as well if I'm not too tired after work. Funko Pop. Yeah, Funko Pop is really too big of a hit. Can you imagine like one big cube just placed on top of this tiny little body? I guess that is a superposable Funko Pop. But yeah, this is the particular head of the figure or the helmet of the figure itself. As you can see, it is inspired by the Red Ranger. Luckily for us, it is using the new visors, the new visor design that we have seen from the I think the red and yellow color swap 2-pack. Yep, that has the new particular design on the Red Ranger's helmet. However, with regards to this design, you can see that the helmet does actually have a type of goatee. Yeah, I don't remember Ken having a goatee. Even his picture like this doesn't really show that he has a goatee, but whatever. uh, Everyone needs to, take their own creative liberties. As we can see over here, it looks like he does have a type of, like a black gem inside over here. I guess maybe the storyline is that it's a combination of the red and green ranger's power, so maybe that's why a gem is located over here itself. At least that's good. Uh, Luckily for us, around his eye visor, it has its own unique design. I guess this is supposed to signify the Falcon's wings, so that's good to know as well. There are some panel lines that maybe if you want to fill them up, you can feel free to fill them up as well. I don't think I will. I don't know. It really just depends, actually. For the white on the particular helmet is nicely painted in as well. It's in a way painted inside the lines, so that's good. The gold accents on the helmet is very good, very nice. It's not your typical super shiny gold paint, but it actually still does work. Yeah. it actually does work. And in the middle of the helmet, we can kind of see a flying type of design. Well, at least they tried. It's not, exactly a flying design. If I didn't mention that this was supposed to be a falcon, you wouldn't connect dots whether or not if that was meant to be like a soaring falcon image. Yep. So that one would be, the particular helmet of the figure. Oh, I see. There looks like a type of vent, I guess. Maybe it is a vent, maybe it's not. Who knows? Ah, man. But you don't know about the other types. Yeah, I know. That's okay then. Q Ranger Zords in Cosmic Fury, exactly. And a butt chin. Yeah, kind of looks like a butt chin. Q Ranger Zords in Cosmic Fury. Yeah, that is, something to look forward to. We get to see how they're gonna explain that particular power up. Over here, you do have his particular dragon shield, or I guess in this case, it would be like a Falcon shield itself. It's a new particular design. It's really quite nice that Hasbro has taken the liberty to redesign the dragon shield itself. And I think the dragon's shield is so iconic to the point where almost everyone would have it. And if everyone has it, then no one doesn't have it, no one won't have it. I have no idea where I was going with that particular sentence itself. But yeah, that one is your dragon shield. It is quite soft, so in the event if you actually do want to try to remove it, try to soak your figure in some hot water before you attempt to pull this off. If I were to check everything underneath, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I guess this is almost like his old gi design, if I'm not wrong. His old gi design maybe doesn't have that white itself, but the red around him really does. Huh. You know what, Galaxy? I guess I know how they make this design. They took his old Street Fighter character design, or his classic Street Fighter character design, where he has his sleeveless red gi, all right, and then turn it into a ranger form. So which is why he is sleeveless in this particular design, just to pay some homage to it. He does that would basically make sense. And perhaps they did one mini mistake, I guess, or maybe it was intentional. But since a lot of ranger designs would always have like a white collar kind of thing around their necks. I mean, if you were to look at that post over there, the Red Ranger does have a type of white collar. So maybe perhaps that's why. Let me just pull this thing closer a bit. Yeah, maybe perhaps that's why the area that's supposed to expose his chest, which, supposedly it's not covered by any kind of cloth in his original classic animation design. That's why they painted this area in white. So which is why if you were to lift it up, this particular area here, is where you're supposed to see some skin. It turns white instead. So just to keep everything consistent in a particular ranger form, which is nice, which is very nice indeed. You also do have, some of his outfit design nicely printed on as well. Be careful, I guess, because most of the time these can chip off very easily. It's very basic, yeah, I agree, or like it's pretty much quite normal or simple, but of course, as the old adage goes, less is more, and this is definitely it really does scream out more, even though it does have its minimalist design. Over here, hi, hello variant, hello, hello. At the background, which ranger is that blue colored? It's not really blue colored. It's the Ninja Steel red, Dino Charge red, and then Mighty Morphin red. Yep, those are the three different backgrounds on the Rangers itself. I guess that makes sense. Combine the OG design with the Ranger, but that goatee is interesting choice of design. Remind me again, did his classic design have a goatee? Did Ken ever had a goatee? I don't think so, but yeah, that is, an interesting choice itself. Once again, if you want to remove the helmet in the event if you do find a replacement hit or a civilian hit, make the figure look up as high as you can, push it from the neck onwards, and then, yeah, there you go. So here now you can see the new design of the neck joint itself. Over here, this one is like a dumbbell joint. dumbbell meaning one ball here. There probably might be another tiny ball inside this neck area itself. This neck, oh, okay, that's interesting. All right, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess I know how this is basically engineered. Think of it like another dumbbell is attached to the torso or the main body of the particular figure, and it's also attached to the neck itself. So you get a, sorry, you would be able to, rotate it like this because that is definitely a ball joint type of movement. You do get your regular type of swiveling on the head itself, or sorry, on the neck itself. So yeah, that is, oops, okay, so that is the neck joint. Over here, you do get to see the particular morpher, and this is his particular power coin. It is a very nice looking power coin, not gonna lie. Hopefully, you know, maybe if we are able to, before you know it, you know what? Before you know it, Hasbro might make another Street Fighter character, just so that they can release their Lightning Collection morpher with those Street Fighter coins itself. Hey, Hasbro, that was a free idea. You can do that as well if you want people to, buy those stuff. And you could also make it a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, since majority of the time, not many people might want to buy those particular character morphers. It's kind of nice to see how his particular belt also has the, um, what do you call this? The leftover fabric of the belt when you want to tie up your particular gi. Yep. Straps. I'm just going to call it straps for now. Yep. It's nice to see how these straps are also here, just to show you the classic look to Ken. Let's double check over here. No, never. Yep, he has a smooth baby face. Yes, that is what I thought. Ken has a nice, smooth baby face. Okay, so over here you do have your classic, what do you call it? Your classic joint system. Your butterfly joints. You'll be able to push your hand up that far. You might be able to do a proper 360. The armor might hinder your particular articulation. You can have a bicep swivel. You can also have a double jointed elbows as well, which is very nice. Let's say, for example, if the sleeveless look isn't what you are trying, or isn't in your favor. Sorry, if you don't like the sleeveless look, feel free to just paint his arms red, because that is basically what his arms would look like if you put a cloth over it. Yeah, because they are wearing spandex. So it will be, like a body forming type of fabric itself. One thing I have noticed is his particular glove. Now, when I opened this glove itself, I thought it was, wrong. Like they placed it wrong, or they designed it a bit wrong. Because most of the time, with regards to all of these fighting gloves, oh sorry, most of the time with regards to all of these particular fighting gloves, I suppose the white would always appear on this side, I believe. Yeah, I guess that is I guess that is what I always assume. But just by looking at the box itself, it actually is quite correct. I mean, with regards to the design itself. So yeah, luckily for us, that is not an error. Over here, you do have some nice gold paint all around the black gloves. Very nice looking boxing gloves, or not really boxing gloves, but martial artist fighting type of gloves. Over here, you would be able to see some nice paddings for his knuckle area, which is very good as well. Uh, mm, yeah, some white. Oops. Yeah, he also does have some nice white fingertips. Interesting choice of design, as always. Over here, you do have your basic, like your basic Lightning Collection legs. Again, they are on a double sorry, they are on a drop down hip system. That way, if you can extend the hips downwards, this would basically allow you to do a very high kind of kick posability. So that is what the drop down hips are basically for. If you are familiar with a few model kits or some SH Figuarts, they actually do have these drop-down hips as well. If they are too loose, perhaps you could maybe, for the Americans, I guess. For the Americans, if you do have some, floor cleaner pledge or something like that, that usually tightens up a particular joint. I have no idea what is the science behind that, but I don't think we have that brand in Malaysia, so I'm not too sure whether how the Asia side would be able to tighten up their joints. We usually use super glue. Yeah, usually you just put a little dab of super glue, let it dry like a little bit, like, before it dries completely. Then we just rotate, just so that it just turns into like little bits and pieces inside the joint, just to make it tighter. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I have this guy spread open on your screen itself. I was going on a little bit of a tangent, but what I actually want to show you is how the technology of the double joint or the drop down hips basically work. So you do have one piece on top and another piece below. The first piece on top is connected to the leg. So when I do rotate this, or when I do, adjust this, you can see how this particular leg is the one that's moving. The bottom piece here is for your right leg. So again, if I were to rotate it, this is how the drop down would basically work. So if your particular figure does have loose drop down hips, just feel free to dab something inside of it, and hopefully it will tighten up. And of course, with the existence of the drop down hips, I'm able to give this guy a very nice spread. Hopefully the female figures are like that. Okay, so that would be it with regards to the drop-down hips and how you can actually make them tighter. Of course, you still do get your typical lightning collection effect pieces. Bleh. You do get your typical lightning collection pose joints and articulation points. But one thing that I have noticed is all of these are pinless. So yeah, so that way it does look as natural as it can, which is very nice. I kind of like these pinless joints are really starting to grow on me. Customizing this would be a little bit of an issue though, but that it is what it is. So over here we do have these particular boots, or I'm not too sure if this is an exclusive boot for Ken. Let me just bring up the Crimson Heart. Okay, so here we go. This is the Crimson Heart box, and you can then see you can then see that these are the exact same mold as the one we got from the Crimson Hawk Ranger. Same thing goes for the hands as well, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Huh, that is kind of cheating a little bit. So just by taking a look at this particular image over here, we can see that almost, maybe 90% of the whole entire figure is a reuse of the same body mold as the Crimson Hawk. The only difference is the belt, the belt is designed differently or a little bit separately. That's number one. The design of his particular chest armor, that's also a little bit different as well. Only thing that's different is that you do get a type of diamond in the middle of his chest area, because over here you don't get the diamond, and over here you do. Last but not least, the other thing that is a bit different would be his helmet, of course, as usual. Man, and here I thought this whole thing is a completely new mold. Oh well, that's too bad then. But it is quite nice that, I guess Hasbro really was trying to figure out like how can they recycle this mold, and what better way to recycle it than to create your own Ranger design, so that way you can promote the recycling of a particular mold or plastic mold itself. So let me just put this camera down a little bit so that way you can get the Ryu Ranger. Hang on, sorry about this. Ken Ranger. Yep. That way you can get the Ken Ranger on screen. Oops. Sorry about that. That way you can get Ken Ranger standing in front of you. So there is that. Let me just pose him a little bit. Yeah, I guess that is what you can do. So anyone notice that a Barbie movie is really, Barbie from Mattel movie is really trying very hard on their promotions. Yeah, I guess if I keep mentioning the word Ken here a lot, like Ken as in Ken doll, maybe that additional advertising would probably come to this particular video. All right then, what do you call it? Let's check out the particular let's check out the chat itself. If they do make a Akuma collab kit, do you think he'll be a ranger or a villain? I think he'll be a villain. I mean, what we have seen so far, what we have seen so far is that for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they turned Shredder into a villain. Yep, so you can check out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live stream review where I reviewed the whole entire set. So far we have 4 colors out. We have the Crimson Hawk Ranger, which could be a white type of ranger or maybe even yellow. We do have Chun-Li Ranger. Chun-Li Ranger is blue. Ken would be red. We do have green for Cammy. So the only thing left over would either be yellow, blue, or black. Sorry, forget about blue. It will be yellow or yellow, black, or white. So black, maybe they can try to find a way to turn Akuma into a black ranger, I guess. Evil, black, the color black. They do kind of match quite well with regards to a lot of existing character designs. What can they do with yellow? Bison has blonde hair, but I don't think we can turn Bison. So, I mean, Guile has blonde hair, but I don't think we can turn that into a character itself. Man, I'm not too well versed on Street Fighter characters, so I'm not too sure how we can turn any Street Fighter character into a Yellow Ranger. Let's see here. This kit is definitely stand out more than there are a few. Yep, exactly. So Ryu kit looks way cooler. Exactly. I mean, that was the first original design itself, from the helmet to the whole body. Yep, blue would be Chun-Li. Yep, blue definitely is Chun-Li. Who would be the black Street Fighter Ranger? I guess we're gonna have to find out whether or not if Hasbro is gonna recreate them. So this would be the accessories pack. Let's all open this up and so we can take a look. But judging by these plastic packaging, we might not be getting any more Street Fighter characters, but of course Hasbro does have the ability to change their paper packaging as well. So we do have our first accessory over here, or maybe, you know what, maybe I'll just put put Ken aside, put our little Ken doll aside, and take out all of his accessories from the particular. Did I get a double? Please tell me. Oh no, I did not get a double. Scared me. I took my sweet time to check the accessories. There we go. Let's take out the stand and the stick of the stand. Yep. So this one is at least quite a nice, thicker quality of the paper itself. So that's good to know. Here you go. You do have your particular stand from the Street Fighters. There are a little bit of tiny pegs over here. If you do have if you take a look at all of your Lightning Collection feet, they do have peg holes where you have the ability to peg the figure onto the stand itself. So yeah, that is how you'll be able to get your figure to stand properly, I guess, in a way, if you try hard enough. Too bad you don't have a peg hole somewhere else. Okay then, so here we do have again Ryu, the Ken Ranger. This would be the particular stand, and you can see here this is the stick of the stand, or the arm of the stand itself. Whoops, I'm dropping things all over the place. You do have the particular hole for the stand itself, so you just put the larger hole inside of it. But if you do Nope, there is no additional commenting here. I wanted to say something like, since there are three different openings over here, you can actually put your stand to fit those 3 openings due to how it is designed. But let's see here. Yep, I guess the 3 openings is just so that you can fit the stick inside of the base of the stand. It doesn't really hold up that much, but what are you gonna do? Yep, so there is the stand all assembled. As we saw earlier, Ken does have open palm hands, but he does come with fists. And that's it. That's all he comes with. He just comes with fists. So, he can punch his particular opponents away. Yep, very nice fist either way. So first things first, we do have the kicking effect piece. Now, why is this a kicking effect piece? Because if you were to take a look at it, you can see his particular footprint, or you can see a footprint on the effect piece itself. So if you want Ken to do any kind of Tatsumaki Senpuken, you just basically have to slowly slide, you just basically have to slowly slide his feet into the effect piece itself, just slowly line it up, push it a little bit in, I guess. Yep, okay, so you can push it in, that way you can just let friction to keep hold of it. And of course, since it is doing a particular curve like this, definitely it is meant for him to do any kind of Tatsumaki Senpuken kick, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. However, one downside is that because of how heavy the effect piece is, it is kind of like, pulling the drop down hips a little bit. Duck. Yeah, so that is one thing you're gonna have to take note of, or take notice of, if you want to, keep the friction of his double jointed hips or drop down hips properly in place. Because I mean, so far it's not really that loose. I mean, to me it isn't. Plus, of course, there are ways to tighten them up as well. Okay, so other than that, you also do have a punching effect piece. Now, this punching effect piece is kind of unique. Oops, sorry about that. I was just stretching my legs for a bit. Let me just stretch it even more under the table. Okay, so this one is a punching effect piece. If I were to take a look inside of it, this is probably where you'll be placing the fists of the figure inside. However, since it is shaped like this, I mean, if you play Street Fighter, you would know that both Ken and Ryu would, kind of have the same move set itself. So this is definitely a Soaring Falcon's Shoryuken effect piece. Definitely, it is a Soaring Falcon's Shoryuken. So again, if I want to fit the fists inside of it, so again, give it in this position, slowly slide it inside of the effect piece, and then there you go. And if once you attach this to the figure that is lying down over there, you would be able to, get the Soaring Falcon Ranger to, do a Shoryuken attack. Yep, that is basically how you can use this effect piece for. I really like these new effect pieces. They are quite nice. They are quite new. I think I have his hand stuck inside of the effect piece. Oh dear. Probably gonna have to find a way to remove it off stream. Oh, never mind. I was able to remove it itself, so that's good enough. Yep, so this one is the you have your Shoryuken. Oops, oops. I think the stand is making it lose its focus. So you have your Shoryuken effect piece, and then you have your Tatsumaki. Oops. Tatsumaki Senpuken effect piece. Now I just noticed that the Tatsumaki effect piece does have a hole in it, so which is great because now you can basically place the effect piece on the stand as well, just by plugging it in, or pegging it in. You would be able to save your drop down hips if you want to pose it with the particular figure. Let's see if I can try to balance this particular figure out. Again, drop down hips helps you increase your range of motion. If I can basically put it in like this over here. So this is how you'll be able to pose your particular figure with this effect piece. Yeah, save your drop down hips. Save the drop down hips. That should be a new tagline or a new hashtag itself. Yeah, does all the effect piece compatible with each other? Yes, I think they do most of the time, because the molding of the feet is more or less the same between all of the other male figures, the molding of the hands as well. And plus, since this particular figure is using the exact same mold as the Ryu Ranger, so I have a best bet, or I am quite confident that all of these effect pieces are interchangeable. His feet actually is quite bigger than a regular ranger's feet, so I guess these effect pieces are, Street Fighter exclusive. Last but not least, we do have the Soaring Falcon itself. Honestly, I don't know. A Falcon for Ryu kinda is most likely better, right? I mean, word-wise, or I mean name-wise itself. That's how I feel. Because Ryu Ranger is known as the Crimson Hawk, but his outfit isn't really crimson. If I were to call this guy a Crimson Hawk, that basically makes sense. A Soaring Falcon, if I were to call Ryu Ranger a Soaring Falcon, that would also basically make sense as well. So I guess, hmm, I don't know, maybe it's just Enway prematurely calling him the Crimson Hawk, and then Hasbro trying its best to, try to make it a theme kind of thing, you know. So yeah, this one is your Soaring Eagle. So I mean Soaring Falcon effect piece. It really is very nice looking. From here, you can definitely see the Falcon soaring by itself. It also kind of looks like a claw, though, if you were to, look at it from the front. So, coming towards you, trying to attack you. Yeah. This is, and of course the position, oops. And of course the position of the Soaring Falcon also does look like a beak. I mean, granted, the beak is right here, but it still does look like a type of beak. I really do like this particular effect piece. You can see that all of the bird feathers detail is nicely printed on, sorry, nicely molded on the effect piece as well. If I were to take a look underneath, yeah, we do get to see the Falcon's butthole. I mean, bum hole. I mean, you get to see the hole for the Falcon, so that way you can peg this particular stand on it. I mean, technically, yeah, it actually does look quite cool. Before you know it, you can, before you know it, this can easily be Red Wing, Falcon from Marvel. Sorry, the character from Marvel. What am I trying to say? The eagle, the Falcon from Marvel's Red Falcon or Falcon character. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's see. That looks more like a phoenix instead of a falcon. Exactly. It really does look like a phoenix. I mean, maybe it's because of the color. Maybe because the color of it is red. That's why most of us, kind of mistake it for a particular phoenix. Because, again, sorry if I have to keep referring to the box because I didn't prepare myself. This particular effect piece over here, yep, this is your hawk. And it's not really as nice. I don't think it's as nice as this new effect piece over here. But of course, this particular image is true to the game, as the hawk would always fly, like this. I guess. I don't have the character, so I can't really comment much about it. But yeah, this one is a nice effect piece over here. So maybe, for example, if you want Ken over here to do a type of Hadouken, and the Hadouken does form itself in the shape of a falcon, it's all up to your creativity. So yeah, that one is with regard. That is the last of the effect piece. Let's see if I am able to, do some kind of pose itself. Maybe that might be able to do this particular figure some justice. Okay, let's see, how are we able to pose this figure as though he just used a type of Hadouken. That is okay, I guess, from the front, but of course, it wouldn't be a proper Hadouken if it isn't, properly posed to the side. Gotta be very careful with regards to it. But yeah, this is the best that I can do so far on camera. Too bad I can't zoom in on the helmet from my camera itself. I mean, I am using some kind of screen sharing or camera broadcasting effect. Yeah, that is your Soaring Falcon Ranger, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see the outside of the box. Oh, just the Ryu kit or just the outside of the box? Because this one is the outside of the box for Ryu. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see if I can increase the height of. Yeah, so this one is the back of the box and how Ryu Ranger actually looks like. This is the side profile of Ryu. This is the front of Ryu. I mean, in front of the box. And this one is a nice art of the Ryu Ranger. Let me just get the Ryu kit from the shelf. Just give me one moment. Okay, I am back. Let me just plug this earpiece in. Here is your Ryu Ranger. Yep, Ryu Ranger is, quite nice looking. Of course he's nice looking. He has his own design. It's a unique design that they made for him. Almost looks like that Smash Brothers character Falcon, that the one that does the Falcon punch. Almost, not 100%, but kind of almost. Yeah, he is quite nice looking. And then if we do pose these two together, they don't necessarily look like how do you say, they don't look correct. You know what I mean? Like they don't properly match. Yeah, almost like the the Soaring Falcon is like a bootleg type of character. You can get over the helmet. Kit looks more beautiful than the box art. Exactly, exactly. That is Ryu Ranger itself. And the helmet looks amazing. Exactly. The helmet looks great. Plus, one thing to know is that he does have a bandana too. So the bandana is again posable. So depending on how you want to pose him, yeah, imagine a wind blowing him from the right, or on the screen from the left, blowing that particular bandana. Yeah, I guess Hasbro really did want to save money and produce a figure just by using the exact same body mode as Ryu Ranger over here. Oh man. Okay, so I guess we have been streaming for quite some time. Let's see what time, how long? 54 minutes. All right, that's good then. 54 minutes. We do have a little bit more, or maybe we do have like give or take 5 more minutes on the stream itself. So let's see if we can, try to pose this figure in such a way that we can basically make a type of thumbnail. Perhaps we could just rearrange a little bit on the back. Oop, 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 oop. Please don't fall, because I'm gonna put you back on the shelf as well. Yeah, more or less, I guess this would be the proper thumbnail that I'll be using. Maybe I can just add a little bit of Falcon in the back here as well. Or unless I just put the Falcon on the right-hand side. Maybe just put it on the left. I don't know. I am not that well versed in, proper asymmetry or proper symmetrical kind of thing. Yep. So if you guys like this particular stream that I am doing with regards to figures that I get late, or the figures that Malaysia gets late, that if I were to put it into a video form, it's gonna drain a lot of energy for me. I really do prefer to use the energy on my investment videos. Or basically, I like to use my energy on videos that would be great if I had more time to play with them, or if I had more time to create them itself. Speaking of which, a new video is most likely going to drop tomorrow, either tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, give or take. I'll probably just turn it into a, what's the word I'm looking for? A scheduled video, a premiere. I'm going to turn it into a premiere, so stay tuned for that. New figure review video coming out tomorrow as a premiere. I'm just going to be finishing up that video tonight, and then you'll be able to see it tomorrow. But yeah, I guess that should be it. Helmet looks so good. All right then. Yeah, I guess that should be it for me today. Thank you all so much for taking the time to join me in today's live stream review or live review itself. I hope you all like these kind of reviews where you can just feel free to sit around and chat with me. If you do like the video, feel free to leave a like. Feel free to leave a like on the video itself. Comment on it after the fact, and of course, as usual, feel free to subscribe, as again, there are more awesome content such as this coming very soon, if my schedule permits me. Real life work. I mean, being an adult really is quite difficult. But yeah, that is basically it for today. Oh man, I guess I can just chill with you. I can just chill with chat just for a little bit, eh? You'll be on the lookout. Yes, exactly. Feel free to check that out. If my dealer still does have stock for Crimson Hawk or Rio Ranger, Galaxy, feel free to hit up Gila Poster KL, as the name itself suggests. GILAPOSTERKL. And again, of course, mention that I directed you to. So yeah, any one of you guys lurking in the chat, thank you again so much for taking the time to join me in today's session. I hope this has been a little bit more entertaining. I will try to stream more often. What I'm thinking of is that, if I don't have a particular figure to live stream, maybe I'll just do some kind of gaming stream. I have been neglecting my gaming content or my live streaming, or maybe even my Pokemon games and my Assassin's Creed games for quite a long time. Yeah, being an adult is quite hard. Okay then. Yep, I guess that should be it. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye, Galaxy. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a good weekend and have a good Raya break next week.